crazy. Oh my fucking god, bro. How'd I drop my whole shit? How am I dropping my phone on my laptop? That's literally double injury. I'm injuring the phone and the laptop. Alright, cool. Anyway, what the flip was I gonna say? This wasn't even the selfie mode when I put it. Okay, anyways. I just booked a photo shoot. Crazy, man. 26th of June today. My photo shoot is on Monday, the 14th of October. So that's 5 days and 15 weeks from today. So really, it's like a 16-week prep, but I booked it midway through the 16th weekend through the first week. But yeah. Yeah, man, that's been a bit shook, bro. I can't lie. I feel shook for a couple of reasons. Number one, I don't know if my posing is enough, like good enough. I don't know if I've got enough muscle. Like, yeah, I'm not too sure. But the good thing is it's a photo shoot, so it's not a competition. Like, I'm not going against anyone else. So it's like a little bit less relaxed. And plus my physique is good now anyway. Like if I was to do a shoot right now, I'd get decent pics. So to do it in 15 weeks with me, the pics would be even better. But I might even sign up to some bodybuilding shows later this year then. I can't lie, I might. Because if my shoot's on the 14th of October, I'm going to be more or less ready within 4 weeks from that date. So I might book some bodybuilding competitions for like October, November time. See what I can do. See if there's any I can do as a junior. Because like once you're 23 and over, you're not a junior anymore. You have to be 22 and under. Well, it kind of depends for what federation you're in, innit? But like, I might do some shows later this year. At the moment, nothing booked. At the moment, only photo shoot booked. But yeah, just letting you lot know, my thing's booked, innit? So photo shoot prep begins. I actually have a deadline to work towards. Like, I actually have an end goal I need to work towards. So that would motivate me and make everything better. So yeah, man, photo shoot is booked. I'm fucking excited.
I don't know what that dream is that you have. I don't care how disappointing it might have been as you've been working toward that dream. That dream that you're holding in your mind, that it's possible. That some of you already know that it's hard. It's not easy. It's hard changing your life. That in the process of working on your dreams, you are going to incur a lot of disappointment, a lot of failure, a lot of pain. There are moments when you're going to doubt yourself and say, God, why is this happening to me? I'm just trying to take care of my children and my mother. I'm not trying to steal or rob from anybody. Why did this have to happen to me? For those of you that have experienced some hardships, don't give up on your dream. Their rough times are going to come, but they have not come to stay. They have come to pass.
Greatness is not this wonderful, esoteric, elusive, God-like feature that only the special among us will ever taste. You know, it's something that truly exists in all of us.
It's very important for you to believe that you are the one. Most people, they raise a family, they earn a living, and then they die. They stop growing, they stop working on themselves, they stop stretching, they stop pushing themselves. That a lot of people like to complain, but they don't want to do anything about their situation. And most people don't work on their dreams. Why? One is because of fear. The fear of failure. What if things don't work out? And the fear of success. What if they do and I can't handle it? These are not risk takers.
You spend so much time with other people. You spend so much time trying to get people to like you. You know other people more than you know yourself. You studied them. You know about them. You want to hang out like them. You want to be just like them. And you know what? You've invested so much time in them, you don't know who you are. I challenge you to spend time by yourself.
It's necessary that you get the losers out of your life if you want to live your dream. But people who are running toward their dreams, life has a special kind of meaning.
When you become the right person, what you do is you start separating yourself from other people. You begin to have a certain uniqueness. As long as you're following other people, as long as you're being a copycat, you will never ever be the best copycat in the world. But you will be the best you could be. I'm challenging you to define your value.
Right, quick tip to improve your confidence. Sit at the front of your lessons. Anytime you go to a lesson or a seminar or like a talk or anything, sit at the front, sit as close as you can to the speaker, and you'll find that you have more confidence when it comes to answering questions and getting involved and getting the most of the event you're at. Because a lot of times, and this is what I found to be true, if it was just me and the speaker, or like me and just the teacher, I'd have confidence. Because there's other people in the room or in the class, I get a bit like socially anxious. I'm like, oh, I don't really want to answer questions or ask questions, or like, oh, what if that's a dumb question? You start overthinking these things. But if you sit at the front, you find you have more confidence. And I learned this yesterday when I went to the mosque. I went to the mosque in the evening for like a talk session, and we were talking about a certain verse from the Holy Book, right? And right at the start, the Imam asked if anyone wants to come up and recite this particular verse that we're gonna discuss today. So he said, it was like, oh, do any of the kids in the crowd want to come up and recite? And when he said kids, I was like, oh, phew, he's not talking about me, is he? Like, he doesn't want me to come up. He's asking for the kids. He wants to see if any of the young G's, you know, can come up and recite it and build their confidence and get them more involved. And yeah, I thought, yeah, calm. He's not talking about me, and he's not talking about me. But then nobody came up. So then the Imam asked again. He was like, oh, okay, so does anyone else want to volunteer and come up? You know, does anyone have the balls for it? And now I'm thinking, oh, hold on. He's not said kids anymore. So he's not just after the young G's anymore. Like, anyone can come up and volunteer. And in the moment, my brain thought, oh, this would be a great opportunity to improve my confidence. Like, fuck it, bro, Omar, just go up, like, just stand in front of all these people and do a recitation. But then I thought, nah, I'm too shook. But then, without even thinking about it, like, just like that, my hand just went up and I said, yeah, you know what, I'll do it. And the reason I said I'll do it is because I was sitting right at the front of the room, literally half a meter away from the Imam, and I felt like kind of connected with him. Like, it felt like, I don't know, bro. Like, there was just something about sitting at the front that just improved my confidence, that made me feel like, yeah, you know what? I can go up and I feel safe. And although I feel a bit shook, it still feels safe. I'm going to go up, and in front of all these people, I'm just going to recite a verse in front of all of them from memory, with my own like way of reciting it, and just do it. And I remember thinking to myself that if I sat at the back of the room when he was asking people to come up, no way would I have volunteered. No way would I put my hand up and be like, yeah, I'll do it. And then all of the room turn their head and look at me. And then as I'm walking up there, I'm getting even more shook and even more nervous. And then when I'm up there, I'm thinking like, fuck, bro, like, everyone's just stared at me like for the last 10 seconds while I've come up here. Now I've got to do this thing. I know for a fact I want to do it. Like I just know, bro. Like, I just know. If I sat at the back of the room, I would not have volunteered. Because I sat at the front of the room, when he asked, like, yeah, I got a bit shook and I was a bit hesitant. But then when no one else came up, I was like, fuck it, I'll just do it. And so I learned that. So when you sit at the front, you just have more confidence. And you can apply this to lessons, right? When I was back at uni, I remember no one sitting at the back of the class would ever answer the questions. It's always the guys sitting at the front of the class that would like be interacting with the teacher a bit more, that would build that sort of like bond with the teacher and like get the most out of the lessons, really. And so I learned, like, bro, when you sit at the front, you just have more confidence. Simple as that. So when you go to events, when you go to talks, when you go to seminars, speeches, whatever it is, sit as close to the front as you can next to the host. Like, whoever is speaking or delivering, just sit as close as you can. I promise you get way more out of it. You will have more confidence to ask more questions. You'll be more engaged. Your mind won't wander. You won't be looking around. Like, you'll just be looking at them. And you'll also feel less socially anxious because now you can't see all the other people. When you sit at the back and you have to volunteer or answer a question, you see all these other people. You think, what are they going to think of me? And the worst thing is, when the speaker has picked you, they're like, oh yeah, you at the back, what's your answer? And everyone turns around and looks at you, you crumble, bro, you crumble. You're thinking like, ah, shit, like, everyone's looking at me like, it's a bit, you get me, it's a bit, ugh. But when you sit at the front, you don't see other people. Like, if the teacher asks, oh, who's got an answer, you put your hand up, like, you don't know who's looking at you, you don't give a fuck, bro. Like, it's just you, you're just looking forward. It's like kind of like tunnel vision. Like, when you sit at the front, you're just like locked in. So yeah, just a quick tip for this video. Bro, I'm ill, fam. Yeah, just a quick tip for this video. When you go to like events or speeches or at the classroom, just sit as close to the front as you can. I promise you'll get way more out of it. You'll be more confident, you'll be able to speak better, you won't stutter and care what other people think. Just sit at the front, bro. Try it. I learned this yesterday because I know for a flaming fact, no other day of the week would I have volunteered to go up and do a recitation, especially considering my recitation is poor. I'm not gonna lie, it is. I've got it memorized, but in Islam, there's a certain like tone of voice you need to use, like a certain, it's called tajweed, and if you don't know what it is, and I'll try to explain it in simple terms, like there's a certain way to recite it that's a bit more than just saying the words. When I went up there, I just said the words. I didn't do that special fancy way that you should, because I don't know how to. So I just said the word. So my recitation is already like the basic of the basics, and I still volunteered. Crazy, bro. That doesn't make sense. Usually you think the people who know what they're doing, who've done this many times, would go up and volunteer. But instead you had man like me, lowest level of recitation, up in front of everyone, dropping bars, bro. Trust me, man. There was a mic there. I was like, "Hi, you guys all right? My name's Omar." And then I just done it, bro. That's actually kind of cute thinking back on it. But yeah, man. So that happened. And then I learned, like, bro, it's because I sat at the front. Simply, it's because I sat at the front. That's literally why. So yeah, man, that's just been a quick tip. You lot sit at the fucking front. I promise you, it'll improve your confidence. And today's Saturday. I don't think I'll record anything tomorrow because it's the end of the because I got work all day. So this might be the end of the vlog. If it is, love, like and subscribe. Dream Physique coaching down below. I'm coaching guys to build their dream physique in 12 weeks or less. Check out my Instagram to see more testimonials, reviews, to know I'm actually legit. My Instagram's right here. All the other good shit. And I'll catch you lot in the next vlog. Love.